welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. I am today going to be doing silage bales because we had a battle really between whether it was going to be the sunflowers or the grass that regrew first. And it was the grass. The grass has regrown. The sunflowers are not yet ready. So we're going to be cutting the grass, making silage bales, and going that route today. And that is purely because the sunflowers aren't ready, and we need the silage. We're fairly low on the silage at the moment. We did give these fields a nice boost of the nitrogen before we started today. So, or when we couple of videos ago, so we're going to be getting these done now, and I'm at two minds whether to actually time lapse this or just keep this or just go around with these. We have had a fair amount of time lapsing going. Oh, look at that. I've left a little pile of grass right there that we're gonna miss. I kind of think that maybe we should go round on this and really cover what we're doing. Don't have access to this land. Right, we're going to try and be a little bit cleaner in the corners this time. See if we can actually get the corner bits. Now, I shouldn't want to lower the front without lowering the back. Yeah, getting this into position so that it will actually pick up what I want it to pick up is a little bit difficult. We're coming around here, and it means that we have to maneuver in these corners. Once we got 3 rows done, things get a lot easier. But certainly this first row, especially in this corner here, can be quite difficult. Let's get that going there, and yeah. So my aim is to pick up as much as I can by maneuvering and sorting everything, and then we will go and pick up all these bales and get them wrapped as well. See, the whole don't have access to this land thing is quite interesting around here. It's just little bits that kind of get caught and then cause us issues. But look at that, we're snaking around here. We're not causing too much of a problem. Back that up, and yeah. As long as we keep our turns actually pretty shallow, we don't need to worry about having to go back and pick things up. The pickup on this is fairly wide. We do have a little bit here to pick up. The only problem I have with this baler actually is that because the wheels are so close to the tractor itself, it can be a little bit difficult to back up. The slightest movement can end up with the baler careening off to one side or the other. There we are. Grab that. And then once we've passed our piles, we'll lower the front again. And away it goes. Yeah, this is working quite well. As long as we're careful with how we do things, we shouldn't have any issues. We have a fair amount in this corner, actually, to be honest. Wonder if we can get in and get round and pick that up. I'm definitely going for trying to get the cleanest set of bales that I've ever got off these fields. See if we can get all of the grass collected up and sorted without too much hassle. It's going to take some careful maneuvering. That wasn't really, but yeah. Now, if we can get some nice straight edges, some nice clearance, we should find things a lot easier to do across the rest of this field. Let's lift the mower there and send this into the corner, and it's exactly that. Look at that. Absolutely perfect, absolutely clean, and makes things so much easier. And one of the advantages about this corner and the fact that we're unable to get completely in it to cut because we don't own the land in the very corner of this field is that we can do that, back into it, and then carefully come out and around and get a nice clean cut along this side. As I'm dropping this bale out here, we've still got this bale over here that's sitting from the last time we cut this field. Now that's a hay bale, isn't it? Yeah, that's a hay bale. So we won't be able to wrap that, but we can collect it up. So we'll have to make sure that we get that. Let's lift this going into this corner. And again, that will give us a nice clean run along the top edge here. And yeah, this is going very well. Just a little bit more care and attention, and we're not leaving any grass behind. 3 rows down, and I think I might actually take a 4th headland off this. It seems that a little bit more maneuvering space would be a good thing. I can see it here with the finishing of the 3rd round. We've got a full width of the tractor and the baler. So we'll come through here. We'll take a 4th row off here. We'll even things up along the side over here. And that will just make maneuvering and working this field so much easier. And we have no dropped grass at the moment at all. I'm really pleased with how this has gone. And we're now just sort of squaring things off so that everything becomes easier. This is absolutely fantastic. My biggest worry is a couple of bales that we've got at the ends might get in the way a bit, so we might have to get our fork tractor or our tractor with the bale spike and get those cleaned up. Otherwise, yeah, this is going pretty well. So I think that is the 4 headlands done. We could go down the side here, and I probably will, but it's not needed as a headland. We aren't going to be turning on that side of things, so that's not a huge problem. We might use this though to line up GPS and just sort of get that working. So GPS is already on. We'll turn it on there, set our line, drop the mower, and I'm going to set it along this edge here. So I think quite often the trick with GPS is to set the first point down there and to set the second point at the other end. And that way you should end up with a decent line for the whole thing. Lift everything up, set the width, and then we can go in further round, set ourselves with a nice line about here-ish, and open up the field. And maybe actually going through the middle like this, we can do a racetrack kind of setup. So let's line ourselves up. We weren't too far off. Gonna drop a bale very quickly here and forwards. Yep, and we'll do the racetrack. We'll work our way across the field, and that should keep us clear of any bales as well. The racetrack is actually working out really well for me. It's making it nice and easy to come around and into the next row. We line up rather nicely, set the GPS, and yeah, look at that, just smoothly through the middle. Now it might become a bit more of a problem as we run out, but I think we're going to be all right. Do just want to back this up a little bit, make sure that we're not missing any, and then forward we go again. Yeah, this field here much easier to maneuver on here than it is on the smaller one. So when we come to that smaller one, I think 4 rows there are going to cause us problems because we're not quite going to have enough space to do the field. Maybe it's wise to go round and keep going round on that field, but we'll see when we get to it. At the moment, this is working out pretty nicely for us. Now, this row here is one of the ones that worries me a bit. We have a bale to avoid at the end. So we'll lift, we'll turn off to the side, and hopefully we won't drop anything because we're clear. And then we just need to thread the needle next time. Down and round. Yeah, we could have gone a little bit further over when we did our first cut. As it is, we're going to have a row or two left at the end that's going to require a little bit more intricate maneuvering. But in all, I think this has gone fairly well. I'd be intrigued to see exactly how many bales we've got off here, because at the moment we've got, wow, we've got a lot. We've got 3 up there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with what we're dropping off at the moment. I think, yeah, 11 and 12 are hiding there. We ended up with 25 bales last time. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to end up with a similar kind of number this time. Final row. And are we going to get a full bale out of it? No, we're not. I think I do have a small pile of grass, yeah, over this way to pick up. But otherwise, that is probably the cleanest cut I've had off a field without having to go chasing after bits of grass everywhere. Very, very pleased with the progress of that. So now on to our second field, and we're going to try and repeat the process, see if we can keep it again nice and clean. A little bit more maneuvering in the earlier corners, and we should be good. So down we go, and let's see if this works on here as well. Again, I'm finding I'm having to clean up in the corners a little bit. It's just slightly sharper turn than the baler can handle following behind. But a little bit of reversing, a little bit of maneuvering, and we're fine. And then we're able to just continue on. And once we get this first line out the way, cleaning up around there becomes a lot easier. Dropping another bale off at this point. I think we're going to have to refill the net wrap in a minute as well, because at the moment we're down to just 20% left. This is definitely a much tighter field to maneuver in and to get everything collected up. As a result, some of the bits are a little bit harder to actually get at, but we should be all right, I think. Now that we've got 2 full rows done, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to maneuver ourselves around the field. I still want to do 4 headlands on this. Still want to get into position where we have plenty of space to turn around. It worked so well in the other field that I want to make sure we can do it here. And yeah, we just want to keep the bales rolling, so to speak, although preferably not rolling down the hill. We should be able to get the rest of this field turned around very quickly in that case. Yeah, 3 is just about enough, which is why 4 make everything easier. Get 1 more round done then, and then we'll be able to set up GPS probably on this side and do another racetrack setup so that we can easily get past the bales and get everything cut pretty quickly. So that's the 4th headland round and done. pull this up here. Actually, no, it isn't, because we've got, yeah, we've still got the bottom end of it to do. So let's set a course along this side, because this is where we'll be doing things. And yeah, we have one more headland cut to do at the end. So the advantage of this and setting this on this side here is that we will be able now to count how many rows there are. This up. And then this is something I didn't do last time. So we want to find out how many rows there are, and as a result, we want to go halfway down the rows for our first cut in. Down with that, and away we go. And if it's one side or the other, we need to decide which side we're going to go. So we have 12. Yeah, 12 rows, I think. So I think we want to go row 6 and get in there. And we're going to have to drop a bale off really early on with this as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 is the row we want. Reverse this up, make sure we get into row 6. Set ourselves up, drop it down, and yeah, we're gonna have a really early bale drop here, about here-ish, I think. Oh, just a little touch more. There we go. Taking a little bit of finagling to get this to square off. But we should be okay. That is going to cut in a line too early. So we want to bring that out. And then forwards. And then in line 10, bring that down and through. Yeah. It's a bit weird. It feels like an odd angle, but it isn't. It's where it should be. It's just that this side of the field is not squared off, and so is a little bit different. Also, I've managed to set it up so that there is a bale completely in my way at the top end for turning all of the other side, or turning into the other side going downwards. It's freeing up a little bit now. But yeah, that is not the easiest thing to maneuver around. At least we should be all right. And yeah, this is working okay. It's not quite as neat as the previous field, but we are still missing minimal amounts of grass. Final row, and it's not going to be anywhere near a full bale. We can unload partial bales on this, but I'm not sure this is going to be worth it. And we're probably going to want to actually do silage bales again next time. So we'll leave this all in here. We'll take this back, and then it's time to collect up the bales and start getting them wrapped. So in total today, we've only made 22 bales, which is a little bit of a surprise. We made 25, I think it was, with the other. So that's a little bit down on the previous harvest of the grass. I don't know if it's because we... Well, no, I was going to say, I don't know if it's because we missed more bits in the edges, but that's an awful lot of edge to miss to not get 3 more bales out of it, which is a little bit odd. However, we do have bales to collect up. This will be 3 trailers worth, which is not bad at all. And in fact, that gives us space with one of our trailers to bring in the rogue hay bale that we have on this field. So I might get that on top of our first one here. Yeah, if we do this, and we have space for 3 more, so those 3 will be this one, its neighbor, if we can get that, and the hay bale that's sitting there in the hedge. And that will then make things nice and easy and even for us, and a whole lot easier to sort out. So there we go. And then the hay bale on the top, and we just need to note that when we come to unstack it. That is the remaining 6 bales picked up from this field. Now we'll head over to the smaller field. We want 2 more off here, and then there should be another full trailer. So if we grab these 2, that will finish off this pile. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a little bit odd. There must be an 8 somewhere. So we got 4 there, 5, 6, 7. I don't know where the 8th bale is. Turns out there is no 8th bale. Having had a quick look around, we only created 22 bales today. With the hay bale, that makes 23, and 3 full trailers of this is 24. So yeah, we're not missing a bale. We did just create an even number of bales, and as a result, it's thrown me off a little bit. That's fine. This will clear up fairly easily, and I should have left that hay bale till last, and then it would have been the single bale left on top, as we're going to have with that one. But that's all right. We now just need to process these through, get them wrapped, and that will do us nicely. So we'll stack these ones right behind the other 2 stacks. Our actual wrapper is down the far end there, ready and set up, and means that we can get straight into this, and the evening job will be to get those all wrapped up, which would be great, because that means we'll have a nice long snake of silage bales ready to go. Everything's pushed a little bit together, and that's not quite even, but that's all good. So bring that down. Yeah, look at that. So we've got a hay bale at the top there. We'll get that moved. Easiest way to do this, again, is to get that top stack down. So forwards. We'll be able to then get that all off the top. Bring it up the top here. And it won't take me very long at all to get these stacks done. So yeah, we just take that stack like that. Stack it down. And then that hay bale, that can just be popped off the top. I might try and see if I can get 3 bales to go through the wrapper together. But that there has worked out very nicely. Put this bale, I think, on the top, or just in the front here somewhere. Basically anywhere I can fit it. Shouldn't be too difficult with all of our hay bales here. So that down and drop it off there. Right, and now I just need to get all of these bales wrapped up, and we'll be wrapped up for the day. The trick is to get these to pull off one at a time. There we go. There's 2. And then we're going to get the 3rd one in after that. Should do. Whoa. Unfortunately, we've pulled the whole thing back, so we're out of alignment. So start the engine. And before it's pushing the bale off the end, just want to position it about there. Okay. Right, let's try again. Get some more bales. See if we can avoid pulling our wrapper out. Despite the hefty weight we have on the back of this, this is a lot of weight that we have on the front here. Now, will this take one of these? I hope so. No. Oh, there we go. It's got that one. It's just encouraging it to take them. If we can do that with 4, that'll be good. Okay, that's taken that one. Might have to clear that other one up, but we at least don't have to go all the way back. Next one will fall into place. And yeah, so a lot less maneuvering doing it this way. I'm liking it a lot. I think a lot of this we're going to end up selling. It's quite a long snake that we're getting off this. It seems to be knocking those ones off that side as well when I come to load them in. It's quite a messy load up I'm doing. Yeah, that pushed that right out then. So I'm still not great at getting these in here, but they are going in, and it is taking me a little while to get them all stacked up. It's good though. It's a very good amount of silage bales we're going to have off here. They'll sell for a decent amount of money, and we'll be able to feed the cows as well. I think though this is going to extend quite a bit into the next, or out into our yard. We've still got 7 more bales to get on this. I think what I might do is unload it and move it, and start a new snake next to it, because right now that is threatening to come quite a way out. So let's unload this. So there we go. Unload the bales, and we'll go and start a new stack further along. Turn that. Nope. Not have that good a turning circle. Yeah, we'll take this round here, up the side, and clear, and then yeah, we'll have a clear space to get it to follow down the side here, and the last 7 bales will go very nicely into that row. Last 4 bales, and we'll be done with these. Oh, it's looking very good at the moment. The farm is thriving. I mean, we're yo-yoing between having no money and having a fair amount. We should do pretty well off the sunflowers this year, and that will be a boon for us. And we're gonna do well off silage bales. We have more than enough hay bales to feed our cows. Careful. Oh, that top one has popped off, but that's all right. Put this one in, and then we'll be able to get that top one back out. That, and then go and put it back in. Yeah, like that. And we'll just grab that one side over there. Yeah, there we are. And we can stick that on. And yeah, there we go. That is it all done. I'm very happy. It is 7:30 in the evening, but our bales are all wrapped. The job is done, and we can now turn our attention to the sunflowers, which will be brilliant because they're going to bring us in a whack load of money as well once they've been harvested. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.